Oh man, I had a blast at Horror Nights 2013. Let me first say that getting an Express Pass is highly recommended. I've been to Horror Nights in the past and I regretted never getting one. First off, this year's theme was The Walking Dead all over the park. There was walkers everywhere. To be honest, I enjoyed last year's theme where there was some variety of tall Grim Reapers, zombies, crazy ladies with chainsaw, but this year it was just walkers and survivors fighting against walkers. Anyways, it was good eye candy to the Walking Dead fans, so I can't complain much. Cabin in the Woods. This attraction was pretty cool. It had all the elements from the movie, from the cabin to everything that led up to the basement. We got to see the undead monsters, lizard creatures, the merman, and so on. American Werewolf in London. Based off the movie, we got to see lots of stuff from the movie. The werewolf shows up many times in your face. I also enjoyed the pseudo-transform werewolf on the floor as he was in near death. Cool attraction. Evil Dead. I love how everything started. You walk in a red lit room with the Book of Dead. The narrator talks about the book and then we see the big bold letters, The Evil Dead. That's when all the mayhem happens. The conclusion of the cabin was very crazy. A must see. Havoc Derail. I heard that there was a sequel. This was a sequel attraction. Anyways, it was okay. The theme to this was a bunch of soldiers or prisoners in an infected area. Most of the infected were behind cages. Resident Evil Raccoon City. Heavily based on the video game and not the movie, I get to see cameos from Leon Kennedy and Jill Valentine. It was cool. Definitely seeing the Lickers and Nemesis. I believe we see Nemesis twice in the attraction. I love how we got to see Easter eggs in the attraction, like the herbs, the typewriter, and You Are Dead and Walking Dead. This was the main attraction all over the Orlando park. Like I mentioned before, the whole park was stuff based on The Walking Dead. We had stuff like the fat body tainting the water in the well. We saw Michones, decoy walkers, and I saw a lot of abandoned cars with corpses inside. And that was just outside the attraction. The haunted house was based on season 3. I saw things like the infected Milton and Merle. I walked through the prison fences and the shootout in Woodbury. Basically, it was everything in season 3. La Llorona. I never knew about this urban legend. It was presented by Telemundo. I love the setting outside of the haunted house. It gives you a feel that takes place somewhere in the southwest region or in Mexico, somewhere in that area. We see things like a cottage, a well, a raven, an abandoned church. It's something that you will see like in the film, like on Dusted Dawn. And that was just the outside of the house. Anyways, La Llorona had cool effects. There's this cool effect they do with the mirror, where you know someone is coming out, but you just don't know from what direction. It was a great experience. Afterlife Death Vengeance. This was my final haunted house I went to. This was a 3D experience. The visuals were amazing. You guys remember that Busta Rhymes video, Put Your Hands Where Your Eyes Can See? Remember that ending with the fluorescent lights and the makeup? That's pretty much a summary of this attraction. Lots of live colors and lights. Lots of cool visuals. There's this one part where you walk in the corridor where the lights are spiraling all around you. I almost got dizzy. But yeah, this one was definitely my favorite. It wasn't just your average haunted house where people are just popping out and just for jump scares. The visuals make up a lot for it. Overall, this was my experience at Horror Nights 23. I enjoy all the attractions. My favorite would be a tie between Afterlife 3D and La Llorona. I highly recommend getting an Express Pass. I got to go to all the attractions within 5 to 10 minutes wait, compared to an average entry where you have to wait for 2 hours or more for the attractions. And chances are that you won't be able to go to all the attractions. Overall, the whole park wasn't really that scary compared to last year's theme where we got a whole variety of everything to scare everyone. Don't get me wrong, I love the walkers, but it can't compare to like the other Horror Nights I've been to. Anyways, I guarantee a great experience at Horror Nights 23. Comment, rate, subscribe, and peace.